What was weird about Antarctica?
What was that? What the hell was that?
You can't go to the interior of Antarctica, which is where we were.
It went by like we were standing still. Blue leader to group. Get off the air.
Our very distinguished guest for this evening is Admiral Richard E. Byrd.
I must say that Admiral Byrd, our guest tonight, is not only our greatest living explorer, but he's been an inspiration to countless Americans.
Diving into the depths of Earth's mysteries, the concept of a hollow Earth has been a subject of human fascination that ties together ancient myths with the threads of more modern, albeit speculative, scientific thought.
If you can't create a way to protect from the meteor impacts, you're going to want to go in there, man.
This journey through our planet's hypothetical hidden layers has evolved remarkably over the centuries, shifting from tales of underworlds ruled by gods and spirits to the realms of scientific inquiry during the Enlightenment and beyond.
There's a specific kind of idea that's unique to a human being.
This is why I love Hollow Earth theory, man.
The story begins in the 17th and 18th centuries, a period ripe with intellectual curiosity and scientific revolution. It was then that Edmund Halley, an esteemed figure in astronomy known for identifying the comet bearing his name, introduced a radical theory that would challenge the conventional understanding of our planet. In 1692, Halley proposed that Earth was not a solid mass, but rather consisted of a hollow shell about 500 miles thick. This shell, he suggested, harbored two inner concentric shells and an innermost core, each separated by atmospheric layers with their own magnetic poles.
In the core of the Earth is another sun that has an advanced civilization that hasn't been disrupted.
Halley's hypothesis aimed to explain the magnetic anomalies that baffled scientists of his time, suggesting these hidden layers each had their own magnetic field. Halley's groundbreaking proposal, though lacking in empirical evidence, marked a pivotal departure from previous notions of Earth's composition and laid the foundation for future speculative exploration into the planet's inner mysteries. His ideas, born out of observations of magnetic variance, opened the door to a world of possibilities that would captivate the minds of future generations. As we journey into the 19th century, the Hollow Earth theory found a new champion in John Cleves Symmes Jr., an American Army officer whose vision took Halley's concepts to new heights. Symmes passionately advocated for a model of the Earth that featured not just concentric layers, but large navigable holes at the poles, later dubbed Symmes holes, acting as gateways to the world beneath. According to Symmes, these openings led to habitable lands rich with unknown species and civilizations.
If the idea is like, yeah, humans have been on the planet for a long time, this is why I love Hollow Earth theory.
A concept that stirred the imagination of many. Dedicated to his theory, Symmes spent his life promoting the idea through lectures, writings, and the pursuit of an expedition to the North Pole to prove his claims. Despite his fervor, Symmes's ideas were largely dismissed by the scientific community of his time as too fanciful, and his hoped-for expedition never came to fruition. Yet his advocacy for a hollow Earth added a significant chapter to the story of human curiosity, propelling the quest to understand the unknown depths of our planet into the realm of popular imagination and speculative science. Digging deeper into the world of hollow Earth theories, two ideas particularly spark the imagination. Imagine, if you will, a realm beneath the icy expanse of Antarctica, illuminated not by the familiar light of our sun, but by a central sun of its own. This is not the cold, dark void you might expect to find under the Earth's crust, but a vibrant, hidden world, teeming with life. This central sun, a concept at the heart of many hollow Earth theories, is said to cast a perpetual glow, creating conditions that are nothing short of miraculous when compared to the frosty Antarctic surface we're familiar with. Picture vast, unexplored forests and expansive landscapes under a never-setting sun, where diverse species flourish in a climate that's both temperate and inviting. Unlike the harsh sun that scorches the surface world, this inner sun is gentler, less intense, providing just the right amount of warmth and light to sustain an ideal, Eden-like environment for its inhabitants. The nature of this luminous body at the core of the Earth is a subject of much speculation among believers. Some suggest it's a smaller, dense core emitting its own unique form of radiant energy, perhaps through processes unknown or unimagined by surface-dwelling scientists. Could it be nuclear reactions unlike any we understand, or is it something even more mysterious? The theories vary widely, But the idea of a central sun remains a captivating notion. Now, there is an interesting story of Admiral Richard E. Byrd, a figure whose real-life adventures read like the pages of a high-stakes thriller, but it's his alleged secret diary that really takes the cake. Picture this: an American explorer and naval officer, already famed for his daring expeditions to the ends of the Earth, supposedly uncovers a hidden world right beneath our feet, according to diary entries that have sparked endless fascination. Byrd is no stranger to the record books, having flown over the North Pole in 1926 and the South Pole in 1929. These feats alone cemented his place in history, but it's what supposedly happened in 1947 that really stirs the pot. The story goes that during a flight over the North Pole, and later over the South Pole, Byrd stumbled upon an entrance leading to an inner Earth, a concept straight out of a science fiction novel. According to these disputed diary entries, he found a place where the laws of nature as we know them were turned on their head, a verdant paradise thriving with life, including species long thought extinct, all hidden beneath the icy wastelands of the poles. Imagine transitioning from a landscape of ice and snow to one of lush forests and green mountains, where woolly mammoths roam. This is what Byrd described in his alleged diary, detailing his journey into a polar opening that revealed an inner world contrary to the barren, frozen exterior we're accustomed to. But it doesn't stop there. Byrd's entries speak of encountering a civilization with technology so advanced, it makes our surface innovations look primitive by comparison. This society, hidden away from the world above, supposedly shared with Byrd their concerns for humanity's path, particularly our penchant for self-destruction. What's truly intriguing is the civilization's approach to Byrd, one of diplomacy and openness. They were not conquerors or threats, but rather beings deeply worried about the surface world's trajectory, especially the development of atomic weapons. Their message to Byrd, as he recounts, was one of warning but also of hope, urging for peace and cooperation among the nations above to avoid nuclear annihilation. In the intriguing diary entries attributed to Admiral Richard E. Byrd, he recounts an encounter that feels lifted straight from a science fiction narrative. Byrd allegedly stumbled upon a civilization with advancements that far exceeded anything the surface world had seen in his era. This wasn't just about fancy gadgets or superior engineering. It was a society that had seemingly cracked the code on living in perfect harmony with their environment. They had technology that allowed them to do things we can only dream of, like flying in aircraft that could maneuver at incredible speeds without making a sound, hinting at a profound understanding of physics that our scientists haven't yet grasped. These vehicles could seamlessly transition from soaring in the air to diving underwater and even operating in the vacuum of space, suggesting they might have mastered anti-gravity or tapped into other mysterious forces of nature. But what's perhaps most striking about Byrd's account isn't just the technological marvels he describes, it's the ethos of the people he encountered. This wasn't a civilization out to conquer or intimidate. Rather, they were a society deeply concerned with the path humanity was on, especially in the aftermath of World War II and the dawn of the atomic age, viewing these weapons as a potential tipping point for the fate of everyone living on the planet's surface. Their message to Byrd, which he in turn felt compelled to share with the world, was one of caution, but also of hope. They urged for peace and mutual respect among nations, advocating for a shift away from the brinkmanship of nuclear annihilation towards a more cooperative, sustainable future. They believed in humanity's potential to change its trajectory, to adopt a more peaceful approach to technology and global relations. Byrd's description of his meeting with the leaders of this advanced society paints a picture of a diplomatic and respectful exchange. He was brought into an environment designed to awe, but also to facilitate serious conversation, where these leaders shared not only their concerns but also their insights into how a society might progress without sacrificing its planet or peace. They offered a glimpse into their history and development, suggesting that the surface world too could reach such heights if it chose a path of peace and sustainability. Dive into the mysteries of Agartha and the Hollow Earth theory, and you're entering a realm where the lines between science and pure fantasy blur intriguingly. These theories offer a captivating look at what might lie beneath the surface of our planet, stirring the imagination with the possibility of hidden worlds just beyond our reach. Agartha, as it's often depicted, isn't just another world. It's a utopian vision of what a civilization could achieve. Tucked away at the Earth's core, Agartha is said to be a place where the inhabitants have surpassed our technological achievements, harnessing clean energy, advanced transportation, and even the power to bend time and space to their will. It's a society that's reached the zenith of cultural and spiritual development, acting as custodians of knowledge far beyond what we've managed to grasp. The entrances to this hidden realm are the stuff of legend, hidden in the most remote and mystical locations on Earth, from the deserts to the polar ice caps, accessible only to those who are spiritually ready to cross into its domain. When you pit Agartha against the Hollow Earth theory, it's clear they share a foundational belief in a significant concealed world beneath our feet. However, they part ways in their portrayal of what that world looks like and what it represents. Agartha is often shown as a singular enlightened civilization where science and spirituality merge, offering a model of existence that's in perfect balance with the universe. The Hollow Earth theory, in contrast, opens the door to endless possibilities, imagining a variety of realms that could be as perilous as they are wondrous. The impact of these theories extends far beyond mere speculation, inspiring everything from novels and films to intense debates and philosophical discussions. They tap into our perennial quest for knowledge and the deep-seated human desire to believe in something more, something extraordinary that defies our understanding of reality. Whether viewed through the lens of science, spirituality, or pure fantasy, the legends of Agartha and the Hollow Earth challenge us to dream of what might lie just out of sight, beneath the ground under our feet. Imagine embarking on an expedition to the frozen, remote expanses of Antarctica, only to uncover secrets of a lost civilization that might have thrived there in ancient times. This fascinating theory suggests that parts of a sophisticated ancient civilization could have existed on what is now the icy continent of Antarctica. This idea is tied to the hypothesis of Earth crust displacement,
whereby from time to time the entire outer crust of the Earth, like the skin of an orange, might shift, leaving the core of the Earth in place.
indicating that Antarctica wasn't always positioned at the South Pole, but might have enjoyed a more temperate climate long ago, making it hospitable for human life. However, this theory is not without its controversies.
Does it happen at all is the first question. I mean, of all the theories I've looked at and supported, this is the one that I've come in for the most criticism for.
The concept of such dramatic geographical shifts is viewed by the scientific community as highly speculative and lacking in solid geological evidence. The current understanding of plate tectonics does not support the possibility of the Earth's crust moving so drastically and quickly to reposition an entire continent from a temperate zone to the South Pole. But the theory delves deeper than just geography. It explores global myths, legends, and religious texts, interpreting them as potential clues to the existence of this ancient civilization. Tales of great floods and cataclysms found in these stories are not seen as mere fiction, but as allegorical records of real events that led to the downfall of this advanced society.
The most important issue to me is the issue of a global cataclysm at the end of the Ice Age.
It is hypothesized that a major disaster, such as a flood or comet impact, could have been the cause of this civilization's disappearance from historical records, with survivors possibly dispersing around the globe and spreading their advanced knowledge to other emerging cultures.
Of course, the most important are the flooded continental shelves. Sea level rose 400 feet at the end of the last ice age. Let's be clear, this was a rise that was extended over a period of 11 or 12,000 years. It did not rise 400 feet overnight.
This leads to another intriguing aspect of the theory, the influence of this lost civilization on later societies. It is believed that the remnants of this ancient society played a significant role in shaping the development of well-known ancient cultures, such as the Egyptians and Sumerians. Similarities in architectural structures and astronomical alignments across different ancient sites are cited as evidence of a shared origin of knowledge. This suggests that these early civilizations might have inherited advanced architectural techniques, astronomical insights, and possibly other lost technologies and wisdom from their predecessors.
The discovery of the technique to do longitudes that actually show the world as it looks during the last ice age suggests that somebody during the last ice age was mapping the world.
Imagine a world where an advanced civilization flourished tens of thousands of years ago, long before the Sumerians of Mesopotamia marked what we consider the dawn of civilization around 6,000 years ago. This bold claim challenges the conventional timeline of history, suggesting that this sophisticated society existed during the last ice age or even earlier, presenting a significant puzzle for mainstream historical narratives that typically view complex societies and state-level civilizations as relatively recent developments. The evidence pointed to is as fascinating as it is controversial. It highlights the architectural marvels of megalithic structures like Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, the iconic Stonehenge in England, and the majestic pyramids of Egypt and Mesoamerica.
One of the many ways that Göbekli Tepe, I think, is going to prove to be a game changer is it's going to require us to reconsider our whole dating sequence on megalithic sites around the world.
These ancient constructs are not just stone monuments but testimonies to an advanced knowledge of architecture, engineering, and astronomy. Precise astronomical alignments of these structures, such as the alignment of the Great Pyramids with Orion's Belt or the solstices and equinoxes at Stonehenge, underscore a sophisticated understanding of the heavens. This expertise suggests that the people who built these monuments had a deep comprehension of celestial bodies, seasons, and cycles. The theory extends beyond monumental architecture. It proposes that this civilization possessed advanced navigational skills, which could explain how similar architectural styles and astronomical knowledge appeared across vast distances, transcending oceans and continents. The scale, precision, and complexity of these megalithic structures indicate technological and engineering skills far beyond what has traditionally been attributed to prehistoric societies. Furthermore, the alignment of ancient monuments with astronomical phenomena hints at a comprehensive grasp of astronomy, deeply integrated into their cultural and religious practices. Evidence of sophisticated urban planning evident in the ruins of ancient cities suggests advanced societal organization and knowledge of city building. The global spread of similar architectural and astronomical insights among disparate ancient cultures indicates a shared source of advanced knowledge. This could have been disseminated by survivors of this prehistoric society, whose legacy might be the foundation upon which later civilizations built their own achievements. Journey back to the Eocene epoch and you'd discover Antarctica vastly different from the icy, remote continent familiar to us today. This fascinating period reveals a past where Antarctica wasn't engulfed in ice but was bustling with life. During the Eocene, Antarctica occupied the same position over the South Pole as it does currently. Yet the global climate was substantially warmer, enabling the continent to support a climate far removed from the frozen desert we recognize now.
There was a lush rainforest that is now covered in miles of ice.
Yeah, that's probably true. The Earth's climate was very different from how it is today.
This era marked a time of significant change, with continental drift following the breakup of the supercontinent Pangaea. As part of the Gondwana fragment, Antarctica was gradually moving to its present isolated position, while continents like Australia and South America began to drift away, modifying ocean currents and climatic conditions. A notable difference from today's Antarctica was the absence of the vast ice sheet that currently covers the continent. The Eocene's elevated global temperatures meant Antarctica was devoid of this extensive ice cover, which had profound implications for the planet's climate. The lack of ice's high albedo effect, which reflects solar radiation, resulted in an even warmer Earth's climate. The tectonic activity during the Eocene was crucial in reshaping our world. The breakup of Gondwana persisted, and the formation of the Drake Passage between Antarctica and South America began to physically isolate the continent. This isolation marked a critical juncture in Antarctica's climatic history. Another significant development was the formation of the Antarctic Circumpolar Current towards the end of the Eocene, or at the beginning of the Oligocene. As the world's largest ocean current encircling Antarctica, the ACC played a vital role in the thermal isolation of the continent. By circulating cold water, it established a climatic barrier that kept warmer waters at bay, leading to the cooling and eventual glaciation of Antarctica. Fossil evidence breathes life into the Eocene Antarctica, with forests of beeches, conifers, and ferns indicating a much warmer and more humid climate than today's icy conditions. These fossils, including those of plants and pollen, demonstrate that the continent once supported a diverse range of flora and fauna. Sea levels during the Eocene were significantly higher due to the absence of large ice caps and the warmer global temperatures. This resulted in different coastal configurations, with areas now above water being submerged at that time. The elevated sea levels and warmer temperatures fostered a rich and diverse marine ecosystem, distinct from the current Antarctic marine life. Thus, when we contemplate Antarctica today, it's essential to remember that this icy continent once experienced a vastly different past, one that was warmer, brimming with life, and played a pivotal role in Earth's geological and climatic history. The Eocene epoch, a captivating chapter in Earth's history characterized by dramatic climatic shifts and significant transformations in life on our planet. This period, stretching from about 56 to 34 million years ago, is nestled within the Paleogene period of the Cenozoic era, famously known as the Age of Mammals. This era marked the flourishing of mammals, taking the stage after the dinosaurs exited at the end of the Cretaceous period. The Eocene sits between the Paleocene and the Oligocene epochs, with each phase documenting crucial geological, climatic, and biological shifts. Tectonic plates were on the move towards their current positions, influencing the oceans and sculpting the climate in profound ways. A notable event of this epoch was the Paleocene-Eocene thermal maximum, which occurred around 56 million years ago. Imagine Earth undergoing a sudden temperature surge, with temperatures increasing by 5 to 8 degrees Celsius in just a few thousand years, likely due to a massive release of methane from oceanic methane clathrates. This event significantly impacted ecosystems, leading to the extinction of some species while triggering rapid evolution and diversification in others, especially among mammals. During the Eocene, the atmosphere was laden with CO2, with levels ranging between 1,000 to 2,000 parts per million, far exceeding the pre-industrial levels of about 280 ppm. High CO2 levels, driven by volcanic activity, the combustion of organic matter, and the declining efficiency of carbon sinks, enveloped the Earth in a greenhouse climate. This led to rising temperatures, altering weather patterns and ocean currents, and crafting a world vastly different from our own. The Eocene's warmer conditions had significant effects on marine life. Temperature changes affected marine currents, altering species distribution and fostering the development of new ecosystems. It was a period of change, new beginnings, and dramatic shifts that laid the groundwork for the planet's future. The Eocene epoch, with its stories of warming, shifting, and evolving, serves as a reminder of the dynamic and ever-changing nature of Earth. Among the numerous theories surrounding this icy wilderness, the possibility of lost civilizations such as Atlantis or Lemuria stands out as particularly captivating.
Archaeologists roll their eyes at any mention of Atlantis. Right. You're automatically regarded as a member of the lunatic fringe.
Okay.
These ancient civilizations are described in various cultural myths and are often associated with advanced technologies and profound wisdom. Atlantis, as recounted by Plato, was a powerful maritime power that tragically sunk into the ocean in a single day and night of misfortune.
That there was this great civilization, that it was destroyed in an enormous flood. Plato refers to it as Atlantis.
Lemuria, on the other hand, is referenced in Tamil legends of Kumarikandam and is believed to have been located in the Indian and Pacific Oceans. Central to the theory that these civilizations might have existed on the now icy continent of Antarctica is Charles Hapgood's theory of Earth crust displacement.
I was very interested in Antarctica, and I was interested in it because of the work of a previous researcher called Charles Hapgood.
This theory, which was notably supported by Albert Einstein, suggests that the Earth's crust can shift, positioning continents in entirely different climate zones. Hapgood's hypothesis is supported by certain ancient maps, such as the Piri reis map, which remarkably depicts the Antarctic coast free from ice, suggesting that the continent might once have been navigable and located in a temperate or tropical latitude.
They show Antarctica in maps drawn in the 1500s, based on older source maps, when our civilization didn't even know Antarctica existed until 1820.
Further support for the idea of ancient civilizations in Antarctica comes from various intriguing geological and archaeological findings. Satellite technology, for example, has revealed alignments and landforms beneath the continent's ice layers that closely resemble the architectural precision found in known ancient constructions, like the pyramids at Giza or the complex at Teotihuacan. These features potentially indicate planned constructions and hint at a global navigation knowledge that might have included Antarctica. These findings are particularly compelling as they suggest that the continent's environment might have been drastically different in the past, warm enough to support human life. Interestingly, some of these satellite-observed alignments are positioned along what could have been ancient latitudinal lines, further suggesting an advanced understanding of navigation and geography by the people who might have inhabited this now icy and remote land. Such evidence points to a complex puzzle that combines historical myths, advanced ancient cartography, and modern scientific discoveries, all set against the stark, beautiful backdrop of Antarctica's icy expanse. Now, Antarctica, a land shrouded in ice, holds secrets that suggest it may have once been a lush, habitable landscape. Recent technological advancements have uncovered fascinating clues about the continent's past. The geological record revealed fossil finds such as coal beds, palm leaves, and wood in areas like the Transantarctic Mountains tell us that the continent once enjoyed a significantly warmer climate, or perhaps the continental plates were positioned very differently. One of the most intriguing findings is a 260-million-year-old fossilized forest, dating back to a time before the dinosaurs when Antarctica was still part of the supercontinent Gondwana and located near the equator. The discoveries extend beyond mere plant life. There's also evidence of extensive ancient volcanic activity, which might have contributed to a warmer local climate through volcanic heating, possibly creating habitable environments even in prehistoric times. Deep ice core analysis has added another layer to our understanding. These cores show layers of ash, pointing to historical volcanic activity, and contain trapped bubbles of ancient atmospheres, providing a timeline of past climatic conditions. Additionally, recent seismic surveys mapping the bedrock beneath the ice have revealed features that could potentially be man-made or altered landscapes, such as uniform plateau structures that might have supported buildings or other structures. An interesting parallel can be drawn between the transformations of Antarctica and the Sahara Desert. The Sahara was once a fertile area with abundant lakes and vegetation, as cave paintings depicting lush landscapes and aquatic life illustrate.
Because the Sahara Desert was green during the Ice Age. It wasn't how it looks today.
This dramatic shift from a habitable land into a harsh environment mirrors the changes that might have occurred in Antarctica, suggesting a similar fate could have befallen the southern continent. These revelations not only fascinate but also challenge traditional archaeological and historical perspectives, suggesting that much of human history remains undiscovered.
That's 9.2 million square kilometers of the Earth's surface that hasn't yet really been studied by archaeology at all.
Theories about Antarctica's temperate past have sparked discussions in scientific and literary circles alike, inspiring speculative fiction and intense debates about human resilience and the rise and fall of ancient civilizations. Such discussions underline the dynamic nature of our planet and the ever-changing conditions that have shaped the history of our world. Antarctica's mysterious no-fly zones have always been a hotbed of curiosity and the source of various conspiracy theories. These restricted airspaces cover the South Pole and other crucial areas, ostensibly to shield air traffic from the extreme polar conditions that can lead to navigation hazards and environmental risks. The official reasons for these restrictions include navigational safety, as the extreme cold and unpredictable weather can severely impair visibility and cause instrument malfunction. Additionally, limiting air traffic helps protect the continent's untouched ecological balance and minimizes the risk of potentially catastrophic accidents. However, these official explanations have not stopped alternative theories from flourishing. The no-fly zones are fertile ground for speculations about hidden bases, secret scientific or military facilities, or even remnants of ancient civilizations and alien technology. One of the most popular theories suggests that these zones could be covering up crash sites of extraterrestrial spacecraft or secret bases engaging in reverse engineering of alien technology. Another theory posits that the zones protect sites that could prove the existence of ancient advanced civilizations, such as Atlantis, whose technology and ruins are supposedly kept out of public view, drawing a parallel to Area 51 in Nevada, which is famously known for its association with alien conspiracy theories. Both the Antarctic no-fly zones and Area 51 are heavily restricted areas that fuel public speculation about their true purpose. While Area 51 is rumored to house alien spacecraft, the Antarctic zones are speculated to contain hidden artifacts of ancient or extraterrestrial origin. Adding an intriguing layer to these mysteries is Operation High Jump, led by Admiral Richard E. Byrd in 1946 to 1947. Officially billed as a scientific expedition to establish the Antarctic base Little America 4, conspiracy theorists argue that it might have been a covert operation to investigate suspected German bases or alien contacts under the ice, suggesting that the no-fly zones may still be hiding what Byrd discovered. Despite the rampant speculation, scientific and exploratory missions continue to study Antarctica's climate, ecology, and geology. These missions are carefully planned within specific safe corridors to ensure both the safety of the personnel and the environmental integrity of the region. Projects like the exploration of Lake Vostok have also faced similar scrutiny and generated conspiracy theories, often cited as reasons for the stringent airspace restrictions aimed at preventing close observation of the area. Such ongoing research attempts to demystify some of the continent's most persistent secrets while navigating the complex web of theories that surround its most inaccessible zones. Antarctica's Lake Vostok and the Piri race map are two of the most puzzling mysteries in the world of geographical and historical mysteries, captivating the interest of scientists and historians for decades. Let's delve into these intriguing mysteries and explore the ongoing research and theories they inspire. Starting with Lake Vostok, it's one of the largest subglacial lakes worldwide, situated beneath Russia's Vostok station in Antarctica, covered by over 2 miles of ice. Thought to have been isolated from the rest of the world for 15 to 25 million years, this lake has been the subject of intense study using radar and other remote sensing techniques. During these investigations, scientists have discovered unusual radar readings that suggest the presence of anomalies beneath the ice. These anomalies appear as distinct, non-random reflective patterns that could indicate unusual structures or formations below. An interesting fact about Lake Vostok is that its isolated environment is often compared to the subsurface oceans on Jupiter's moon Europa, which is of keen interest to astrobiologists exploring the potential for life in extraterrestrial icy worlds. On the other hand, the Piri race map, drawn in 1513 by the Ottoman admiral and cartographer Piri Reis, is another profound mystery. This map accurately shows the western coast of Africa, Europe, and the coast of Brazil. However, it is the depiction of Antarctica that draws the most scrutiny and speculation. Remarkably, parts of the Antarctic coast shown on the map are currently under ice, which has led to suggestions that the map was based on source maps that predated the current ice coverage, possibly dating back to a time when the coasts were navigable. These fascinating discoveries and theories not only enrich our historical and geographical knowledge, but also keep alive the debate about what other secrets might be buried under the ice or hidden in the annals of history. At the heart of Project High Jump was the establishment of Little America 4, the latest in a series of bases that served as a testament to human resilience and ingenuity. Located strategically on the Ross ice shelf near the Bay of Whales, this base was not just a shelter but a fully equipped research station, with state-of-the-art labs, living quarters, and storage units all designed to endure the extreme cold. Little America 4 became the epicenter of operations facilitating groundbreaking research in meteorology, geology, and glaciology. It was from here that aerial and ground surveys were launched, significantly enhancing our understanding of Antarctic geography. But Project High Jump was as much about the people as it was about the place.
And so, this is where the missing 411 come from, which is all these people have mysteriously disappeared in force.
Over 4,700 military personnel underwent rigorous training to adapt to the harsh polar conditions, marking the operation as much a human endeavor as a technological one. The expedition tested the limits of cold weather gear, from specialized clothing to heating systems, ensuring the team could operate effectively in the unforgiving Antarctic environment.
There will be a number of expeditions to the bottom of the world because the government has really become interested.
The technological achievements of High Jump were nothing short of revolutionary. The operation marked the first major use of helicopters and aircraft in Antarctica, transforming the logistics of polar expeditions. This fleet of snow tractors, weasels, aircraft, and ships was not just tested, but proven in the polar climate, providing invaluable data for future operations in similar conditions. Beyond the scientific and logistical achievements, Project High Jump was a statement of geopolitical intent.
I 100% believe this is a spiritual war and that these people are working with dark entities, and that's what this is all about.
In the shadow of the Cold War, establishing a US presence in Antarctica was a strategic move, showcasing American capabilities and interests in this remote region. The operation navigated the complex terrain of international law and diplomacy, aiming to consolidate US claims and influence in Antarctica.
I think there's low-frequency stuff going on, and they've made deals with people and things, and that's what I think's going on.
It's clear that this was no ordinary expedition. It was a bold foray into the unknown. The establishment of Little America 4 and the extensive training and testing that took place under the harsh Antarctic conditions were all steps toward a greater understanding of our planet. The legacy of Project High Jump would eventually lead to the Antarctic Treaty System. When Admiral Richard E. Byrd spearheaded Project High Jump in the mid-1940s, he wasn't just leading an expedition. He was venturing into the unknown on a scale never before seen in Antarctic exploration. This ambitious endeavor by the United States Navy was a testament to human curiosity and the drive to push beyond conventional boundaries. With over 4,700 personnel on board, ranging from naval officers to scientists and support staff, the operation was a massive undertaking that showcased the Navy's commitment to exploring and understanding the mysteries of the Antarctic continent. The fleet for this colossal mission was just as impressive, comprising 13 ships with diverse capabilities. Among them, the USS Philippine Sea stood out, not just as an aircraft carrier, but as a floating base for aerial operations that brought unprecedented mobility and reach to the expedition. This fleet, complete with icebreakers, supply ships, and destroyers, played pivotal roles, from navigating through treacherous ice to providing essential logistical support and serving as platforms for scientific research. This innovation opened new avenues for exploration and research, allowing the team to reach previously inaccessible areas. Fixed-wing aircraft were extensively used for aerial photography and mapping, covering nearly 1.5 million square kilometers of uncharted territory. This was no small feat. The aerial reconnaissance conducted during High Jump was crucial for mapping the continent's geography, studying its geology, and planning future expeditions. The resulting photographs and maps became authoritative sources of Antarctic geography for years to come. The harsh and extreme conditions of Antarctica posed significant challenges, necessitating innovative technological adaptations. Everything from vehicles to aircraft and ships was modified to withstand the polar conditions. Special insulation, heating systems, and lubricants were developed to ensure functionality in the extreme cold. These adaptations were not just crucial for the success of the expedition, they contributed to the development of technologies that would be used in cold environments worldwide. According to some, the United States Navy's expedition to the icy continent wasn't just about exploring uncharted territory. It was a covert operation to uncover something much more extraordinary: exotic technologies or evidence of ancient civilizations buried beneath the ice. The story goes a bit like this. Tucked away in the vast frozen landscapes of Antarctica, there might have been remnants of an advanced ancient civilization, or perhaps even a crashed alien spacecraft. Imagine that, hidden bases or technology from other worlds right here on Earth, lying in wait under the ice. This theory plays into the idea that such discoveries could explain the rapid technological advancements of the period. Maybe, just maybe, the team behind Project High Jump was on the brink of uncovering secrets akin to those of Atlantis or other legendary lands, secrets that could rewrite our understanding of history and science. But let's take a step back and sift through the layers of this captivating story. When we dive into the official records and facts from the expedition, a different picture emerges, one rooted firmly in the realm of scientific exploration and research. There's no denying the operation was ambitious and groundbreaking, but its achievements lie in the contributions it made to our understanding of the Antarctic region, not in unearthing ancient tech or alien relics. Now, one of the most intriguing conspiracy theories that's been swirling around for decades, the idea that Project High Jump was actually a secret mission to uncover a German base hidden deep in the icy expanses of Antarctica. It's a tale that mixes real historical events with a hefty dose of speculation, all set against the mysterious backdrop of the Antarctic wilderness. Let's start at the beginning. Back in the late 1930s, Germany did indeed embark on an expedition to Antarctica, known as the Third German Antarctic Expedition. This venture was aimed at expanding Germany's whaling capacities and staking a territorial claim for resource extraction, naming the explored area Neuschwabenland, after a region in Germany. However, despite the grand ambitions, the expedition didn't result in the establishment of a permanent base, just a fleeting brush with the icy continent. Now onto the more thrilling part of the story, the theory that the Germans conducted secret drilling operations in Antarctica. According to various speculative narratives, these operations had several possible goals: hunting for rare minerals to power their war machine, establishing a covert base under the ice, dubbed Base 2111 or New Berlin, or even seeking out ancient knowledge or alien tech hidden in the Antarctic depths. It's the stuff of science fiction with a dash of historical intrigue, but let's pause for a reality check. The technical feats required for deep drilling in the Antarctic ice are formidable, even by today's standards. Considering the technology available in the 1930s and 1940s, the idea that they could have pulled off such a feat is highly improbable. Modern ice core drilling projects, which have successfully reached great depths, rely on sophisticated equipment and logistics that simply weren't at the Germans' disposal. But as World War II came to a close, rumors started to take flight. Stories began circulating about Germans fleeing and seeking refuge in a secret base in Antarctica, supposedly established in the wake of the Richter expedition. As the years went by, this theory found its way into various books, articles, and eventually online forums and documentaries, each iteration adding layers to the narrative. Speculations about the Germans developing advanced technology and weaponry in isolation, far from the prying eyes of the world, only served to deepen the mystery and allure of the story. Yet despite its captivating narrative, this theory remains just that, a theory. Have you ever imagined a world where the icy expanse of Antarctica was once a lush, verdant jungle? The Piri reis map, a mysterious cartographic relic crafted in 1513, might hold clues to such a forgotten past.
The Earth's climate was very different from how it is today. There's undoubtedly a time when Antarctica was lush and green.
Renowned for its astonishing precision and enigmatic depictions, this map intriguingly includes what some believe to be the coastline of Antarctica, mapped out centuries before its official discovery. This discovery raises tantalizing questions. Was Antarctica once free of ice, teeming with dense forests and diverse wildlife? And could ancient maps like the Piri reis offer proof of Earth's dramatically shifting climates and landscapes?
From time to time, the entire outer crust of the Earth, like the skin of an orange, might shift. If that happens, Antarctica could have been in warmer latitudes and could have been shifted into colder latitudes.
Join us as we delve into the secrets preserved within ancient maps, exploring a world vastly different from our own. In 1929, a remarkable discovery was made in the Topkapi Palace Library in Istanbul by Gustav Deismann. Amidst a collection of parchments, he unearthed the Piri reis map, a world map drawn on gazelle skin by the Ottoman Turkish admiral and cartographer Piri reis in 1513.
So this map appears to incorporate many features that are not supposed to have been known about in 1513.
This historical artifact has since captivated scholars, historians, and conspiracy theorists alike, not just for its intricate detail and accuracy, but also for its enigmatic portrayals of the globe's coastlines, including what some believe to be the coastline of Antarctica.
Why don't they see the same thing that you do?
They think it's just fantasies of the map makers.
Mapped over 3 centuries before its official discovery by a Russian expedition in 1820, the map is renowned for its astonishing precision in depicting various coastlines. For instance, the eastern coast of South America and the Caribbean islands are outlined with a precision that far surpasses many contemporary maps of the era. The Brazilian coastline is detailed with river inlets and capes, which many European maps at the time either overlooked or misrepresented. Moreover, the map is filled with annotations that provide a rich historical context, shedding light on the maritime knowledge of the early 16th century. These notes are not just practical, detailing crucial information about ocean currents, but also ethnographic, offering insights into the early encounters between Europeans and indigenous populations. The map even ventures into the realm of the mythical, with depictions of legendary islands and sea creatures that reflect the folklore and seafaring culture of the period. Perhaps the most intriguing aspect of the Piri race map is its depiction of a southern landmass connected to South America by a narrow isthmus.
I think we're looking at hints and clues that something is missing in our story.
This portrayal includes detailed geographical features like mountain ranges, bays, and inlets that bear a striking resemblance to the subglacial topography of Antarctica, as it might appear without its ice sheet. These details are speculative yet align curiously well with modern seismic data, despite the fact that this area was not officially discovered until 1820 and not accurately mapped without ice until much later with advanced seismic equipment. This unusual depiction on the map suggests that Admiral Piri Reis may have had access to source maps of remarkable antiquity and accuracy.
It's based on more than 20 earlier source maps. That he put all these maps together and derived his own map from these.
The theory surrounding the Piri race map opens a captivating chapter in the study of cartography and ancient civilizations, intertwining historical mysteries with speculative archaeology. This fascinating map, far exceeding the geographical knowledge of its time, has led some to propose that it might be based on sources from a pre-glacial era, potentially crafted by an advanced maritime civilization. Such a theory not only challenges our understanding of historical timelines, but also sparks broader discussions about the sophistication of ancient societies. The hypothesis of advanced ancient mariners suggests these navigators possessed the technological expertise to travel vast oceanic distances and create precise maps of their voyages. This level of proficiency would necessitate a deep understanding of astronomy, mathematics, and physics, attributes that are evident in civilizations renowned for their astronomical prowess, such as the Maya and the ancient Egyptians. Moreover, the widespread myths and shared architectural styles across distant ancient civilizations, such as pyramidal structures in Mesoamerica and Egypt, hint at a possible global interaction facilitated by seafaring skills.
I believe that it's worth considering the possibility of a remote common ancestor, which passed down key information that was inherited by later cultures.
These connections could indicate that these societies shared more than just architectural concepts, perhaps even cartographic information. Continuing with archaeological parallels, the legend of Atlantis as described by Plato, of a technologically advanced civilization lost to the sea, echoes this theory.
Ooh, archaeologists hate the word Atlantis. Because they've proved that Atlantis could never have existed, even though they have not looked at the parts of the world that need to be looked at.
While often regarded as a mere myth, the story of Atlantis resonates with those who theorize about prehistoric cultural exchanges mediated by a seafaring civilization. Such narratives provide a metaphorical framework that some scholars use to conceptualize real yet undiscovered advanced maritime societies. Another compelling site that aligns with this theory is Göbekli Tepe in modern-day Turkey.
Huge enclosures under the ground that they haven't excavated yet. The story of Göbekli Tepe is just beginning.
Dated to over 10,000 years ago, this site features sophisticated megalithic structures that predate Stonehenge by thousands of years, challenging conventional views on the development of early human societies.
It's going to require us to reconsider our whole dating sequence on megalithic sites around the world.
The complexity of Göbekli Tepe suggests that advanced societal structures and knowledge systems, possibly including navigation and map-making, could have existed much earlier than traditionally accepted. Additionally, mysterious underwater structures like the Yonaguni Monument in Japan add to the speculation about advanced prehistoric civilizations. These formations, controversially interpreted by some as man-made, might represent remnants of a sunken civilization that had sophisticated maritime technology. Such underwater discoveries continue to fuel debates and curiosity about the extent of prehistoric human achievements and their capabilities to navigate and understand the world around them. It's fascinating to consider how archaeological discoveries could provide a foundation for legends of advanced ancient civilizations. This integration suggests that stories of seafaring gods and heroes, such as Poseidon or Gilgamesh, might not just be mythical tales, but could actually represent cultural memories of real historical figures from a globally connected ancient world. Take, for instance, the Vinland map, which surfaced in the 20th century and is purported to date back to the mid-15th century. This map includes a depiction of Vinland, a region of modern-day North America's northeast coast, famously associated with Norse explorations around the year 1000 AD. The controversy surrounding the map's authenticity, particularly debates fueled by conflicting scientific tests on the ink and parchment's age, adds a layer of mystery. If genuine, the Vinland map would be the earliest known depiction of the Americas, predating Columbus's voyages. Another intriguing comparison is with the Kangnido map, a pre-modern East Asian map from 1402, created during Korea's Joseon dynasty. This map predates both the Piri reis and the Vinland maps, and shows a generalized view of the known world at that time, including an oversized China and India, and a recognizably outlined Arabian Peninsula. Reflecting the Joseon dynasty's keen interest in geography and its diplomatic relationships, particularly with China and Japan, the Kangnido map underscores the historical significance of cartographic knowledge in facilitating trade and diplomatic missions in East Asia. Unlike the controversial aspects of the Piri reis and Vinland maps, the Kangnido map is well documented and recognized for its historical accuracy within the scope of contemporary Asian knowledge. These maps not only showcase the cartographic skills of their respective cultures, but also highlight the global nature of medieval exploration and the interconnectivity of various societies through trade, exploration, and possibly even shared mythologies. As we delve deeper into the history of cartography, it's clear that maps from different cultures and eras offer unique insights into the geopolitical and philosophical mindsets of their creators. For instance, the Ming dynasty maps from early 15th century China, such as the Daming Hun Yi Tu, which is an amalgamated map of the Great Ming Empire, showcase an impressive level of detail and scope. These maps presented the world from a distinctly Chinese perspective, centering on the vast expanse of the Ming Empire, while also extending to parts of Africa, Europe, and the rest of Asia. The cartographic techniques used were advanced for the time, incorporating grid systems and a consistent scale that European maps only started to use inconsistently much later. Unlike many European maps focused extensively on maritime exploration, the Ming maps prioritized land masses and political boundaries, reflecting their primary use for administrative and imperial purposes. Antarctica's icy expanses have long been a source of fascination and mystery, not just for scientists and explorers, but also for those who delve into the world of conspiracy theories.
So the U.S. government's like, something's going on with Antarctica. There's some activity up there. We want to find out what's going on.
Among the most captivating of these theories is the idea that the world's billionaires are deeply involved in uncovering the secrets that lie hidden beneath the continent's frozen surface. At the heart of this intrigue is the theory that ancient civilizations, perhaps as legendary and sought after as Atlantis or Lemuria, might have once existed or even still exist under the miles of ice.
One of the things I find most striking is the presence of Antarctica on ancient maps.
Supporters of this idea point to intriguing pieces of evidence, such as the Piri reis map from 1513. This map, they argue, depicts Antarctica's coastline with remarkable accuracy, long before it was officially discovered, hinting at the possibility of ancient, advanced seafarers who knew of its existence.
Because we didn't discover it until 1820, and yet it's on maps drawn in the 1500s with great detail.
Adding to the mystery are various anomalies and unexplained findings in Antarctica that fuel speculation about secret bases or remnants of ancient civilizations. For instance, satellite imagery has occasionally revealed patterns and structures that defy easy explanation, suggesting either human or alien activity. Then there's the historical fact of Germany's expeditions to the continent.
So the area of Antarctica they went to was New Schwabenland.
New Schwabenland.
While officially aimed at exploration and drilling, these missions are speculated by some to have been a cover for establishing secret bases or making contact with extraterrestrial technology.
He had made a deal, basically, working with
What?
You've never heard this?
No.
It's the greatest story ever, bro.
Perhaps the most famous piece of evidence cited by conspiracy theorists is Operation High Jump. Led by Admiral Richard E. Byrd in 1946 to 1947, this U.S. Navy operation was officially tasked with establishing research bases.
Why this interest in the bottom of the world? Nobody living down there.
I tell you one reason they're interested. It's by far the most valuable, important place left in the world for science.
However, some believe it was actually a covert mission to investigate suspected alien bases or ancient ruins hidden beneath the ice. Operation High Jump, intended to establish the research base Little America 4, has sparked widespread speculation. Despite its official scientific and exploratory objectives, the operation's extensive military involvement has led some to wonder if there was more to the mission. Conspiracy theorists are especially intrigued by alleged diary entries and interviews, where Byrd spoke of encountering incredibly fast-flying objects, hinting at a non-human origin. These accounts fuel theories that Byrd's expeditions might have uncovered evidence of alien presence, or even ancient advanced technology hidden beneath the ice, possibly linked to secret German bases or lost civilizations. Adding depth to these narratives are claims from whistleblowers, individuals who say they've encountered the extraordinary during their time in Antarctica.
There's low frequency stuff going on, and they've made deals with people and things, and that's why things going on.
These accounts describe massive underground facilities and advanced technology, far beyond current human capabilities, including energy sources and spacecraft with designs not of this world. Some even claim direct interactions with extraterrestrial beings, describing these encounters as either peaceful exchanges of knowledge or distant observations with unclear motives. Allegations of government attempts to silence these stories or restrict access to certain Antarctic regions further compound the mystery, suggesting a cover-up of monumental proportions.
You can't go to the interior of Antarctica, which is where we were.
Supporting these individual accounts are broader theories suggesting that Antarctica might be a hub for secret space program activities and alien-human collaborations. Whistleblowers and theorists alike speculate that the continent's isolation makes it an ideal spot for covert operations away from the public eye. They talk of expeditions uncovering ancient artifacts and technologies, suggesting a history of Earth that includes interactions with advanced extraterrestrial civilizations long before recorded history. There's a compelling theory that suggests the continent is not just a frozen wilderness, but a treasure trove of undiscovered technology and mystical artifacts. This theory draws on the allure of the unknown, suggesting that billionaires in their quest for groundbreaking discoveries are funding expeditions to unearth secrets hidden beneath the ice. Imagine ancient alien technology, possibly lying dormant under the vast ice sheets. Artifacts and machinery from civilizations beyond our world could revolutionize our understanding of energy, propulsion, and technology itself. Then consider the possibility of finding mystical artifacts with immense historical significance, like the Ark of the Covenant or the Holy Grail. The idea that such objects could be hidden in Antarctica, far from the prying eyes of the mainstream world, adds an intriguing layer to the continent's allure. But what would one do with such discoveries? The theory suggests the construction of secret underground bases in Antarctica. These wouldn't be just any hideouts. We're talking about luxurious bunkers designed to shield the elite from global catastrophes, equipped with everything needed for self-sufficiency and advanced facilities. Imagine state-of-the-art laboratories dedicated to studying alien technology and ancient artifacts, all in a secure and secluded environment, away from the eyes of international agencies or potential espionage. What makes Antarctica so appealing for these secretive activities? It's the continent's extreme remoteness and the harsh climate, combined with the mystique of being Earth's last unexplored frontier. The Antarctic Treaty System, which prohibits military activity while promoting scientific cooperation, offers a unique legal loophole. In theory, those with sufficient resources and influence could exploit this to conduct activities that would be impossible or highly scrutinized elsewhere. In the vast icy wilderness of Antarctica, there are claims about geological anomalies and unexplained structures that seem to defy simple explanations. Take, for example, the pyramid-like formations spotted in satellite images and photographs of Antarctica. These structures bear a striking resemblance to the pyramids of Egypt, Mexico, and other ancient civilizations, featuring sharp angles and symmetrical geometries that suggest they might not be natural formations at all. Could these be the remnants of ancient civilizations that had contact with extraterrestrial beings? Or perhaps they were created by aliens themselves as energy transmitters, navigational aids for UFOs. The possibilities fuel endless speculation and wonder. Another fascinating theory revolves around the concept of an entrance to inner Earth in Antarctica. This idea posits that our planet has significant hollows or vast cavern systems, capable of supporting life or entire ecosystems and civilizations. According to proponents, the icy landscape of Antarctica could be concealing entrances to these subterranean worlds, possibly inhabited by advanced civilizations or alien species. This theory isn't new. It has roots in various cultures and scholarly proposals throughout history. But in Antarctica, it takes on a new, mysterious dimension, with some claiming to have seen evidence of large openings or cave entrances that can't be explained by natural geological processes. Then there's the matter of unusual energy signatures detected in Antarctica. Occasionally, satellites and scientific instruments record unexplained heat sources under the ice or anomalous electromagnetic readings. While there might be natural explanations for these phenomena, such as geothermal activity, the more adventurous minds suggest they could be signs of alien technology. This could include anything from advanced propulsion systems powering underground bases to terraforming equipment meant to alter Earth's environment for extraterrestrial purposes. Adding another layer to the mystery, some argue that scientific missions to Antarctica are not what they seem. Instead of merely researching climate change, geology, or biology, these expeditions could be cover-ups for more secretive investigations into the anomalies. The suggestion is that these missions might be tasked with studying alien technology or engaging with extraterrestrial beings residing in hidden bases. The role of billionaires in potential alien collaborations takes center stage, especially when it comes to the icy expanse of Antarctica. There's talk, whispered in the circles that love to ponder the unknown, about how these ultra-wealthy individuals are not just idle spectators in the quest for extraterrestrial contact, but active participants. Rumors abound that some of them have been whisked away to secret meetings in the Antarctic wilderness, where they've sat down with beings from other worlds. The agenda? Nothing less than technology sharing, interstellar travel discussions, and maybe even plotting the course of global governance. But why would extraterrestrials choose to meet with billionaires? Well, it's said that these magnates are pouring money into covert operations and research teams with one goal: to dig up alien technology hidden beneath the endless ice. The prize, for those who believe in such tales, isn't just knowledge but power, the kind that could leapfrog humanity into a new era of technological supremacy. But with great power comes great, well, you know. The control over such alien technology could place unparalleled economic and military power in the hands of a select few, potentially reshaping the global power structure. It's even suggested that engagement with extraterrestrial beings could elevate certain billionaires or shadowy consortiums to the status of humanity's unofficial emissaries, wielding influence over interstellar diplomacy and policy. And then there's the chilling concept of a new world order, a theory that paints Antarctica not just as a meeting point with aliens, but as the headquarters for a global elite seeking to control or significantly influence world affairs. Imagine a coalition of billionaires, high-ranking politicians, and international bankers, all conspiring in a land of ice and snow, far from the oversight of national governments and the public eye.